Well, it's 10 a.m. here in old Miami, and ah, ah, I'm just barely ready to get this stuff going. Let me see. Oh, real important. Oh, not that. To introduce myself properly. So I guess I can share this. Yeah, that's who I am. I say who I am talking. Oh, that's what I'm writing about. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get a banner up here so people know where they should go. Up to about page 103 published, but I'm working on page 104, 105, and 115 because I've got 106 to 114 already done. They're in the can, ready for Illustrator, which I'll do on the weekend, and then I'll all that will be on this live stream on Monday. I'll record all that and then show it to you, and that's always a lot of fun. And so I guess we might as well get on to it today because I only got about an hour and 20 minutes to work today. Because I'm a teacher and I have to give my final test today. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to work on this today. And about 10, 15, 10, 20, I have to get out of here. But no, 11:20. I got an hour and 20 minutes to do this. So I'll do that. And, but this is what we did yesterday. And it's like page 114. I keep getting that thing. It's page 114. So I'm using all my little Renaissance color theory stuff here. Lots of muted colors and then just a few pure colors to get your attention. And orange hair always does it. Orange and green, put it together. Ah, wonderful. Everybody loves it. Which I do. This is the Jimmy Olsen effect. Anyway, here we go. So I got everything set up. I got my like to label these things. It's my border. And I got my shadow layer, my tone layer, which also tells me where the border is. And my color layer and my line layer. So I need to go into the tone and do some dodging. Probably do a little bit of drawing on this one because I didn't do much here. Let's go to Cyrus Wells. He wants a hog. It's not like Nancy's pop. Daddy, get me a horse. No, Daddy, get me a hog. No, it's nothing like that. But there will be chewing some tobacco. Which, if you're gonna talk about those times, there's gonna be tobacco involved. Don't recommend it now. I stopped smoking 28 and a half years ago, and I do not miss it. Not in the slightest. It's a horrible, horrible habit. And going to the store and seeing what a pack of cigarettes costs these days. dang, when I was smoking, it was like still it was expensive, $2 a pack, and that's when $2 was worth $2. But man, $5 for a pack of cigarettes, that'll get anybody to quit. I don't what I probably must be see how it's 10 and so that's who knows? I don't even know how much a carton would cost. Dang, that's the craziest thing. I'm just real happy not to smoke cigarettes. I'm gonna kill my mail program. It's going haywire, notifying me, and notifying me over and over again about something I don't give a hoot about. All right now, okay. La, 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 la. Kind of gives a warm tone to the entire page. You see here, has those well, lighter mid tones or something like that. I'm gonna do some drawing on this one. Yeah, I just did a little bit of line drawing on this. Get too didn't get into it too much. So all back here, I'm gonna have to be doing some stuff. And then this is Cyrus Well. He's a nice guy. I need probably need a larger brush. I'm getting this. Yeah. Here, Cyrus is getting out the jug, which is what people did back then. Didn't have Miller Lite back then, so you got out the jug. That's before Prohibition, so people would make their own moonshine. And Grandpa's a gentleman. Helps his wife down. Who wouldn't? You know, it's a long way down from that buggy buckboard. And now they're pouring themselves a little bit more than a thimbleful. Ow, 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 ow. Good old. Ah, ah. It's not really arthritis. It's just working on your hand. Just kind of gets tired real easy. Okay. Okay, let's start seeing if I can do some damage to this. Well, before I go off and make a total fool of myself, I should probably do some um, on back here because this is like real. Um, There's not much going on here. Let me see. Let's clean this up a tiny bit. That's not what I want to do. Right there, right. That bothers me. That bothers me around the brim of that hat. That bothers me. That bothers me. That bothers me. And that bothers me. Okay. So, and that bothers me up here. Uh, so now I can do some drawing. Okay. So I got to get this page done. It's Thursday. This page and the next one have to get done. But they debut on Monday morning. So that's what I'll be doing the next couple of days, making sure these two get finished. I was thinking about how this cross hatching is a combination of two things: Rembrandt and Picasso's Minotaur Machi. If you look at the way he uses hatching and cross hatching in Minotaur Machi, it's very loose. And usually, Rembrandt's hatching, cross hatching, is extremely tight. Boop, 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 boop. So I'm hatching and hatching and hatching. Let me see. I'm gonna give this guy some hair. At least I'm doing it on the right layer. Yesterday I did a few things on the wrong one and it ticked me off. Oh boy. Okay, that little bit back there. I probably should just uh did that burn it? And let me see, I think I'll let me see if this is possible for a squirrely guy like me to do. I would just, oh, see, that's possible. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. Okay. Fix that up a little bit. Okay. Thank you, Milan. Thank you. Where's the thing? Thank you, Milan. Appreciate it. Let me see if I can turn something worth looking at. Let me see. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, that was a bit too big. Where'd it go? Oh, went up to all the way to a 9. Went it down to about a 4. There. Kind of messing that up, aren't I? Yeah. Maybe if I exercise a little bit would help. Okay, don't want to overdo that. Okay, I think I've got that to the point where it doesn't look too dumb. Yep. Okay, maybe a few little things back here. Just places for your eyes to rest. Okay, on to coloring. Let me see if I can do something halfway decent here. Might as well put in some skin tones. Okay, get that out of the way. Okay. This is where it begins. And eventually, Ma, Catherine, is very incensed at what is happening here. Temperance was a big deal back in the teens. It's a precursor to Prohibition days. This whole temperance movement. Loo. Let me see. Okay, there's more flesh to impart skin tones too. Okay. Okay. I think it's a bit confusing whose hands are whose here. So the only way I could figure it out, unless I wanted to redraw the whole thing, and then that'd be paint a tail, is the color of paw sleeve there. I might make it I make it clear whose hand that is. Okay. Let me see. Make sure. Oh, no, right up there. Easy to miss something. And there's, yeah, all this. Um, okay. Oh, oh well, don't worry about that. We'll just erase that part. The nicest things about Photoshop is that ability to erase. Ah, mm. Okay, let me see. I got that pretty much done. I'm gonna go back down here and put just a tiniest bit of yeah, I'm dodging to get rid of that straight pencil mark. Okay. Now, do I have any other? I have no other. Yeah, just this. This is the next page where Grandpa and Mrs. Hartman are starting to tie one on. And of course, they're chewing and spitting. Okay. He's going to wear a pair of blue gray overalls. So let's get him out there. Can't be too blue gray because I got plans to. Okay, notice no K. So, but I don't want him to. Well, let's see what it looks like. It's not too different from what people be wearing back then. Of course, all the photographs you have of people back then are black and white. I got lots of photographs from back then. My grandfather and my great grandparents and great great grandparents. They're all in black and white, so it's hard to tell what their colors they're wearing. Unless you go back and look at old Sears and Roebuck catalogs or something, there are some things that show the colors that people were wearing then. Of course, there's paintings; those are all in, where you're all gussied up and you're wearing your Sunday best or something like that, unless Ashcan School came along a little bit later, and it wasn't doing too much in relation to hillbillies like this. I guess if you look at Grant Wood's American Gothic, you might get a little bit of the color, but hard to tell. I don't think people wore such bright colors back then. That may be something to do with the kind of fabrics we wear now. I think I'm going to say that goes around right. That, yep. And well, if we're going to do that, we have to do it all the way around, wherever he is. That wasn't the way. Well, I can just use the old eraser there. Okay, a little bit right there. Da, 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 da. And he's over here too. Okay. So, I was doing all that on the line. Oh, well. That, yeah. Okay, let me see if that'll work here. Actually put all my color on the line layer. Is that brilliant? Fortunately, it's not that big a deal. It's not like I'm working for somebody and they're going to get on my case. Okay. Let's go back to the color layer so I don't mess this up so bad. And go get, well, I might as well get color of pause jacket so I can put this right here as if it makes any dadgum difference. Since they're both wearing blue, dang, well, I just have to confuse the reader a little bit and hope they won't give up on everything just because they couldn't figure out whose hand is whose. Okay. And then I don't have anything. Paw. Okay. Page 112. What were we doing on 112? Nope. I had nothing for paw to be wearing. How about about 87? Yeah. This is the Bonanza ethics, where everybody wears the same color clothes all the time just because it's easier. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. 35 into this. Okay, I still have some time. Okay, now, yeah, and his pants are over here. Mm-hmm. So, who was it that I was watching something on YouTube last night. Some people who are in the know about the comics world far better than I do. And they're talking about the bloodbath of DC. Everybody lost their job. 100 people? Boy, howdy. That's a lot of people losing their jobs. And even demoting Jim Lee. Jim Lee, from publisher to, you don't have anything to do with the business side of it anymore. Wow. These guys who are running Warner Brothers, they are not comics people. They don't understand who Jim Lee is. But I guess we just have to live with that, won't we? And they're moving real heavily into digital, where they're not going to do single issues. They're just going to, you want to buy a run, you get a graphic novel. You get a graphic novel for them, and probably buy at Barnes and Noble. And they seem like they're stabbing comic book shops in the back. They're saying, we don't need you. Ah, boy. So it might mean that we who love comics should go to our local comic book shop and make sure that when we buy from a comic book shop. If it's that's one of the venues available. It's like it's available on the line or in a comic shop, and they're both available at the same place. Might be a good idea to buy at a comic shop where you won't be seeing comic book shops. And we have one of the great comic book shops in the whole country in Miami, A&M Comics, and I would hate to see that shop go. It's been there for years. When I first moved to Miami, I started going there because it's just such a cool place. It has so much junk, man. Now just incredible amount of comics, old comics, just bin after bin after bin after bin of old comics. Oh, and if you look at this, I'm just forgetting the color of that guy's pants. I have to admit, I bought more comics print, hard copies when I was single. When I was single, plop down all types of money for things and not have to worry about getting uh, the evil eye from the wife. Do. Okay, got that. So the behind of those horses, or I got it's the behind of that over on the left, or the right, or whatever it was. This one, I can do him. Okay, and yeah, mainly show. Okay. Go find me a page that has those and the horses there. Look what I didn't do here. I'm going to do that right now. Uh, what do you think you see? Okay, so uh, that's page 112. Let's see if I got a page 111 somewhere. All right, bad luck. Okay, ready for Illustrator. That's not it. How about ready for Illustrator? Okay, ready for Illustrator. That's not it. Oh, yeah, Dad, burn it. Not there either. Not there. Nope. There. Nope. Uh, yep, I'm just gonna make it up. Okay, I'll just make it up. I know it pretty much. No, I don't want to open up anything now. So I'll just have to make up this horse's color, which is right about here, but it was down here. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty much what it was. And I left that whore. Okay, back to that. Okay. And Yeah, I get a whole week off next week. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I can have long live streams, whereas I can't on days like today because I have to teach me class. And yeah, I prefer that color. Bub. Yeah, right there. Okay. Can you believe that I forgot to color his pants over here? That pant leg? Okay, back to that. I just make the seat the same color because it is. That wasn't smart. Okay. Do it this way. Okay. And the color of that old cayuse over here. Okay. There we go. And okay, we see the top of that jug is about like this, all through like several pages. No, it's more rosy colored, more like that. And the rest is gray. Okay. Do. Pause. Hat color. Yep, there it is. Pause hat color. Right there. You draw all types of cool cowboy hats in this. Even though by definition, not really cowboys. I had an uncle who was a cowboy, a Seminole Indian, who worked as a cowhand till he was 75. And he was breaking a horse, and it was stiff legging him, and it separated the lining of his stomach. So he had to stop breaking horses when he was 75. It's real sad. But, oh boy, I tell you, he's gone on to his reward, and I pray for him every day. Name is Troy. He's a good guy and good husband to my Aunt Betty. Always treated her good. Can't complain when you got a husband who treats you well. He's poor as a church mouse, but fortunately, when the casinos came in, they were able to live a little bit better in their old age. I'm kind of happy about that. What is that? I'm gonna have to draw that. I think I was remiss in how I drew that. It's up at a 20. That's going to give me a really heavy line. I don't want that. Yeah, it's a little bit better like that. Just extend his leg on it, but beyond that, it's better than just having it. Just I don't know what that would be. Hey, huh? So, what color hat is old Cyrus wearing? Let's make him wear a sickly green gray hat. Kind of matches. Yeah. Let's see if that works. Color. Yeah, we're in the color layer. Huh. Well, I have to go over it twice, I think. Yeah, I'll do that. Mhm. Okay. Okie doke. Now, dee do do do. Oh, color with Grandpa's outfit. Well, okay, he's wearing that thing right there. Let's get rid of that. Okay, Grandpa's outfit. Yeah, I'm a retired school teacher, and I really feel sorry for these retired school teachers. They ain't got a dang thing to do all day long. I am so lucky that I've always had some kind of little project going on while I was in my teaching career. Like when I got in touch with the Everman guys back in the 1990s. They were out of touch for years. I'd get a letter from Artie occasionally, and but Artie was into animation, so I learned a few things about animation, which came in real handy when I started teaching it. And then I got in touch with Rick Barry again and saw the kind of digital paintings he was doing. So I started doing digital paintings. And every once in a while, I'd show in a gallery here in Miami, and that was always just something about it didn't click. I was just supposed to probably go back to comics, or at least I'd done something. And this does feel a lot more like what it should. Except I know what I'm doing this time. I am an educated, I'm a fairly well educated man now. That's not what I was when I was 20. I don't know what other 20-year-olds were like, but I was not. I didn't know nothing. So how are you going to be a writer when you don't know doo doo? Okay. So I so the so I got something to do during my retirement. A lot to do. I think my brain will stay fairly sharp because I'm always working it. I hardly ever watch television. Sometimes late at night I'll get on Amazon and watch a movie or watch some kind of hoo-ha philosophical thing on YouTube or something like that. Usually with my wife, and otherwise I don't watch television much. Nothing like all the comedy shows. They're not very funny. In fact, there's not. I don't laugh at them. Nothing to laugh at. Nobody knows how to tell a joke anymore. I was watching one of the digital sub channels on my TV a couple nights ago, and Carol Burnett comes up. Well, that was a funny show. They actually knew how to tell jokes. But people don't know how to tell jokes anymore. Okay, now we got to get to his shirt, which is not a white shirt, I believe. So I remember it. Up there. There. It's that color right there. Let me get rid of that. And Okay. And Grandma is wearing, well, wearing that color there, except should be that color. I guess I have to be calling her Grandma from now on. Okay, and we do the same thing down here, except I go over it twice. Okay, and the second time, it's just a slightly darker value of the what's there. 104. I got about 10 minutes to go. And I got it. I got it pretty far along. I'll easily be able to finish it tomorrow. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I understand this is going to be a successful little project. Oh, great. Keith Baldwin, amazing work. We'd like the chance to interview. I would love to. Keith Baldwin. Here, let me put my uh, send over a message when you have a moment to your messenger. Look forward to it. Okay, great. I appreciate it, Keith. Here, I'll put this up here. Yes, I will definitely do that. I'll follow up with you, Keith. I appreciate that. Um, I appreciate the kind words too. Been working on this thing for like 40 years, off and on, off and on. I can't say I've been, this actual thing here. I've been working on it for 2 years, but the material I've been working on for like 40 years, just getting to the point where I could write with some authority about some little thing that I actually knew about. Okay, now I'll go over this again. Okay. And Grandma's hat. Let me see. I got to remember where Grandma's hat is. Grandma's got a hat, but she lost it, of course. Grandma's hat. It was sort of greenish, wasn't it? Yeah, it was sort of greenish. So I think I could get away with that. It was sort of greenish. So we bring it up here, sort of like over there. Yeah, sort of like there. And doesn't have any black in it. Nope. So Grandma's hat sort of like this. It's going to go by the wayside, though. You can't tie one on and keep your hat on. Okay. And Grandpa's hat. Grandpa's got a hat on. Well, he loses his hat too. Ah, there it is. You can tell I'm having a heck of a good time doing this. My big project before I started this comic book was I had, after years of not being in it because of the toxicity, I went back into intaglio printmaking, etchings, because they'd figured out back in the 1990s, when I wasn't paying any attention, how to do non-toxic etching, where you could even use acids that didn't destroy your lungs. And I live in Florida, so I did this new technique, which used a combination of hydrogen peroxide, white vinegar, and uh, um, kosher salt. I use kosher sea salt or something like that. And it's a excellent acid for biting uh, etching plates. But you can only use it once, which is why probably you won't find it in you won't find it in I might as well just give her. You won't find it in academic departments. They'll probably still use nitric acid or Dutch mordant or something like that, because you can't make the stuff every time you do it. When you're working in a little place like I have here, you can make it every day, and it's actually kind of cool, and you can buy it at the grocery store. So that's what I was doing right before this. So I did about 15 etchings. I still have an etching press, a beautiful little thing I got from my good buddies at Dick Black. It's really some other guy makes it for him. I forgot the name of the guy, but it's a wonderful, wonderful etching press, which I may never get to use again because I am so committed to this. This has to get done. It's far more important than etching, which this is going to reach more people than etching. Where's that boy's hat? I'm going to make up. I don't want to make up. Okay, let me see. Do I have any place where I have a hat on for a good old? Nope, I don't. That's not 87. Dad, burn it. Page 31. Do I have page 31? Yeah, well, sort of. Yeah, there's his hat. It's wonderful. Another great thing about the digital world thing is that you can go back and find colors that yeah, you want to use, and just by opening up a page and doing the old eyedropper on it. Woo! Okay, I got about 5 minutes before I have to turn tail and head out of here. Let me see. Ground color. I like oh yeah, I was using this ground color. Let me change it a tiny bit. Make it more over like this. As long as it doesn't have black in it, doesn't have black in it. Okay. And I'll use this for that. Okay. do this down here. It's real easy to leave these little gaps. Look at the little gap I left here. Nope, I didn't do that right there. I did that right. Right here. Okay. And this right here. I want to just do that. And now over here. Yeah, get all the ground color done before I go over to give my final test. That is one nice thing. Hey, this whole COVID-19 thing is a pain in the tail. But working from home, instead of having to drive to the college, all I have to do is open up a web browser. And I get to do it all this next semester because I'm over 65. I'm in a vulnerable group, and my college is being proactive about protecting older faculty members. Good for them. It's always been a great place to work. I've always had the best administrators and have always treated me like I was somebody they gave a hoot about. And nobody fights in my department. I don't know what other departments to do, but because I've seen people jockeying for positions, stuff like that. They don't do that in my department. We just help each other out. That's basically what artists do. They help each other out. Now, of course, you look at old Picasso and Matisse, they weren't helping each other out. They were rivals and stuff like that, but I don't get into that. Okay, a little bit up here. I'm almost I'm right here. I'm gonna be able to finish the background. Well, maybe I'll do this one little part here. I can. Might as well fill this in so it don't look stupid. And I should have done this, but I didn't. But I'll smudge that a tiny bit. That'll be okay. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Okay. Gotta save it. I don't have to do much today. I just have to monitor and make sure the kids can take their test and stuff like that. But I will finish this up tomorrow. Yeah, I'll look at Keith Baldwin. I'm gonna dig talking to you. So that's what it looks like now, and I'll finish this up tomorrow. And there you go, good old Blue Boy Brown. The Adventures of a Family. All right, come on. Yeah. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Gotta go do my duty and get my grades in. And I'll be back tomorrow to finish up 104, and I got to get 105 done too. So that's a good thing. And then we're good for next week, and next week will be a big week because I don't have to teach. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.